Don't play with fire.
Commander Zara had faced monsters that could tear a cruiser apart with their claws, but nothing unnerved her like the calm, green-eyed human standing across the arena. Kate Morrison was small, fragile even, yet when Zara snarled, "Prove it, human!" the woman only smiled. A heartbeat later, that smile would haunt the commander for the rest of her life. Because this wasn't strength, this was defiance, the kind that burns in creatures who have already lived through hell and decided they'd never bow again. If this kind of humans are built different story hits you right in the spine, you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button so more sci-fi fans can find their next dose of HFY adrenaline. And hey, tell me in the comments, which moment made you realize humans are the real apex species out there? Commander Zara stood at the edge of the Galactic Council's observation deck, 4 eyes locked on the small silver vessel docking far below. So, these were the humans, the newest species to stumble into the stars, reckless, loud, and 5 cycles young to faster-than-light travel. And now they were asking for something absurd. A combat trial. Her second-in-command, Keth, approached, his voice uneasy. They requested the arena, Commander. They want to prove themselves. Zara's mandibles clicked in disbelief. Prove themselves? She echoed. They are soft. They break in vacuum tests. The council chamber hummed days later when the human delegation arrived. Zara expected armored soldiers, maybe even machines. Instead, one human woman stepped forward, short, unarmored, eyes like polished glass. Kate Morrison, she said, calm, steady. Her voice didn't waver. The laughter that rippled through the room was cruel and certain. Every race present had seen pretenders before, but this was comedy. Then Kate did something no one expected. She met every gaze in that hall and said, "Name the challenge." And for the first time in a long, long career, Commander Zara felt something foreign crawl up her spine. It was uncertainty. The crowd inside the combat dome buzzed like an angry storm. Thousands of alien eyes waited to see how quickly the human would fall. Commander Zara stood in the center, armor gleaming under the lights, 4 arms flexing. Her carapace could deflect plasma fire. She'd ended wars with less effort than this. Across from her, Kate Morrison stretched her shoulders, wearing nothing but a simple blue uniform. No armor, no weapons, just calm defiance. "Ready?" Zara asked, more for the crowd than for her opponent. Kate only smiled. "Always." The gong thundered, and Zara struck first. A blur of claws, speed, and precision. The fight should have ended in a heartbeat. But the human ducked, rolled. Her heel slammed into the joint of Zara's leg with brutal accuracy. Pain flared. Zara snarled and caught the human mid-spin, lifting her high like prey. She could have crushed her. Yet before the blow landed, Kate's hand snapped to a nerve cluster at Zara's neck. The warrior's vision flashed white. When it cleared, she was staggering backward, and the human was still standing, bleeding, shaking, but smiling. The crowd fell silent, because something impossible had just happened. The arena's silence lingered for days, whispered through corridors and council halls. When humans fight, they don't stop, even when they should. But now came a different test. The mind. Zara faced Kate again, this time across a glowing holographic battlefield. Fleets shimmered in the air, thousands of ships waiting for command. Zara's confidence returned. Strategy was her domain. She'd studied tactics since hatchling age. The trial began. Zara's fleet spread in perfect formation, elegant, disciplined, unstoppable. Kate's ships scattered like startled birds. The council murmured in amusement. "Primitive," someone whispered. But then chaos turned to design. The human ships swung inward, flanking, weaving, drawing Zara's heavy cruisers into a trap she couldn't see until it was too late. Explosions rippled across the hologram, her proud formation torn apart by sheer unpredictability. Zara froze. "How?" she breathed. Kate only shrugged. "Where I'm from, plans die the moment the first bullet flies. We adapt or we die." The simulation ended with Zara's flagship surrounded, her defeat undeniable. And somewhere deep inside, something shifted again. Because for the first time, Zara wasn't just surprised, she was impressed. The third trial wasn't fought with fists or fleets. It was fought in the mind. The neural inhibitor chamber, a place that broke warriors, reduced champions to trembling husks. Even Zara felt uneasy standing outside its glass walls. Kate stepped inside without hesitation. No armor, no protection, just a quiet nod. "Ready," she said. The machine hummed to life. Within seconds, Kate's body jerked. The neural display spiked red. She was seeing horrors. Her home burning, loved ones dying, her planet collapsing into ash. Any other species would have screamed, begged, but the human didn't. She clenched her fists. Blood trickled from her nose, her pulse climbed, yet her eyes stayed open. 10 minutes passed, then 20, then 40. The technicians exchanged terrified looks. "Commander, her mind can't—" "Wait," Zara whispered. Kate's lips moved. "Is that all you've got?" Then, through the glass, she looked straight at Zara and smiled. The commander's stomach dropped. Without thinking, she muttered, "Prove it, human." Kate nodded. Gladly. The power doubled. The human endured it all. When it was over, she stood, shaking but alive. "We live with nightmares," she said softly. "You just made me feel at home." Silence filled the council chamber. Every eye fixed on the trembling human standing in the center, alive, defiant, unbroken. Even the air felt different now, heavy with something no one could name. The council leader's voice cracked through the quiet. "Human Kate Morrison, you have completed all 3 trials." He paused, glancing toward Zara. "What say you, Commander?" Zara stepped forward slowly, her 4 eyes studying the small figure before her. Every instinct screamed that this shouldn't be possible. Yet there Kate stood, scarred, shaking, smiling. "I say," Zara began, her tone softer than she expected, "that she passed the moment she refused to fall." A murmur spread through the council, then applause. Hesitant at first, then thunderous. The vote was unanimous. Humanity was accepted into the Galactic Defense Force. As Kate saluted, Zara felt something shift within her. Pride, respect, maybe even hope. Later, as they watched the stars together, Zara spoke quietly. "You've changed everything." Kate smiled that same dangerous smile. "Good. The galaxy could use a little shaking up." And somewhere beyond the station's windows, the stars seemed to blink, as if the universe itself had just taken notice of humanity.